How you doing? Cathal Irwin here from Advanced Safety. Thanks for watching. So please, I suppose, like, follow us, share, and any comments is gladly welcome. If there's anything that you'd like me to review, please just post a comment on whatever platform it's on, and we'll try and get to review it, because we're constantly reviewing new products and looking at new products and getting new products in. So if there's anything out there that you'd like us to throw our bit at, please do so. So today I'm just going to talk, I suppose I've spoken in the past about this boot, but I'm going to do it again. It's probably one of our best selling boots. It's a boot that is called the Garsport Trento. It's an Italian made boot. It's not an Asian or some of the boots that's made in the Far East. So it's a quality made boot. We've been selling this boot for probably 3 years plus now. Feedback is very positive on it. It is a very durable, very comfortable, functional construction boot, and that's what it is. It's a construction boot. The things I like about this boot, for me, okay, firstly, I suppose let's get through some of the basics of it. Let's talk about the technical spec of it. So it's an S3 waterproof membrane boot. Okay, it's got a HRO sole, so that means it's got a rubber sole. So this grey part of the sole here is rubber, and what the benefits to the user on rubber is that it's a very strong, durable, high wear product. It also can be used on the likes of tarmac, or asphalt, where it's at 120 degrees. This sole has a 300 degree heat penetration on it, so that's sort of it's a positive thing for certain environments. Take a look at the weight on it. I just brought in little weighing scales here. So this boot is weighing 806 grams. So yeah, let me see now. I'll probably take this bit of paper inside it. I'll take that out. It'll be a little bit lighter. So it's 789 grams. This is a size 42, size 8 boot. Okay, so it wouldn't be untypical for a boot. What I like about this boot is you can see it's full grain leather boot. It's one piece of leather formed in one complete piece around the boot, from back here the whole way around to the other side to here. So the chances of, leather never split that easily. Where you tend to get boots going is where you have two pieces of leather joined with a seam. So this is one piece of leather formed completely around the boot. It's a very comfortable boot. I have a pair of these boots myself and I wear them out and about. It's a very comfortable boot. You really feel like you have a strong boot on your foot when you put it on. There's a good waterproof membrane. Like all waterproof membranes, after a period of time it tends to wear from the inside out and you start to get wet. So I always say to someone, a great time to buy a pair of boots is September, October maybe at the latest, because you're starting to come into the winter. You're going to have that functional waterproof membrane for the rest of the winter, and yeah, it'll probably give up by spring, summer, but you'll be there, you'll get the summer out of them. So if we just take a look inside the boot, you can see the waterproof membrane comes right up here to that grey line is the waterproof membrane, and it comes right up the tongue here as well. So it's just waterproof up to that. I suppose, look, waterproof is there to work as to help you when you get wet, like if you're wearing overalls and things like that. It's not a welly, it's not for standing in the rain, and people often make that mistake. So there isn't too much stitching inside this, and sometimes manufacturers do that. They do an awful lot of stitching inside the boot, and the waterproof membrane gets punctured, and it's like it's like a plastic bag. Once it's punctured, it leaks. The one thing I don't like about this boot is the insole. It's rubbish. It's a thin, what I would call wafer, like you would get on a piece of ice cream. It is rubbish, and it has to get a new insole. There's no question. You just can't. It's not a functional boot with the insole that's in it. So I suppose for a lot of your comfort comes from your insole in your boot, and we need to. We're constantly on to the manufacturer to see will they improve the insole, but they don't seem to want to do it for whatever reason. So a lot of customers tend to upgrade and buy an insole with it. But this is a good hardware and construction boot that performs well, lasts a long time, has a good waterproof membrane, HRO sole. When you put it on, it just feels like a comfortable boot. It also, I suppose, which is worth mentioning, it has a scuff cap on the toe. So for anyone who's bending down or hitting objects like scaffolders and things like that, you've got that extra wear panel there on the toe. So there's a lot of positives to it. So that's really it on the Garsport Trento. Please, any comments, I'd love to hear them. Positive or negative. Negative is even better sometimes than positive. Thanks for watching.